another stuff I bought for recently video. Got plenty of PlayStation 3 games to show you in this vid. Fallen in love with the PS3 at the moment. Has to be said, I've been a big 360 fan since its release, basically, and I think you'll see one of my videos from last year. I got a PS3, but not played as many games on it as I would like to have done. But recently, I've picked up quite a lot of exclusives, and I've actually got into playing on the PS3 far more. It's a great console. It really, really is, and it's had some really nice recent releases, which you've probably seen on video. Got hugely into Demon's Souls as well, so I've been playing that through, and Ace Combat as well. I finished Ace Combat Assault Horizon the other day. Really, really enjoyable game, has to be said. Bit short, but graphically absolutely stunning, and the game played really, really well as well. So I've enjoyed playing that through. I'm playing Uncharted 2 at the moment, a game which I started, and yeah, I left it because I started on something else. I just wanted to get a bit of a taste of the game because I love the original, but I love the script of the new game. It's genuinely quite funny, and yeah, you do genuinely kind of care about the characters because they seem very human. A lot, it's something that a lot of games producers really kind of take on board. Really, the way that the Uncharted series is written, because a lot of recent releases, it's all kind of military talk. You know what I mean? It's just boring, and I'm more conscious of it in more and more games that I play. That there's just games that are devoid of soul. You don't really know very much about the characters. It's all about the story. Whereas the Uncharted series seem to develop those characters really, really well. So that was a bit of a witter on there, going off at a tangent, a bit of a diatribe about the way that modern games are made. But I will, I'll without further ado, I'll go into the games that I'm going to show you today. First game I'm going to show you is Terminator Salvation. Picked this one up dirt cheap. I've heard to play it through. It's pretty kind of straightforward, and it's good if you're trophy whoring, I suppose. Not the greatest game I've ever played, has to be said. It's got a cover system in it that's a bit crap, to be honest. Not as intuitive as a lot of cover systems that I played in games as well, and the enemies seem a bit generic as well. Graphically, it's not too bad, but I mean, what can you expect? Dirt cheap, so I'm gonna have a playthrough of it on hard, just to do a bit of trophy raiding, I think. So that's the first game I'm going to show you. Right, the next game I'm going to show you, another one I picked up quite cheap, but one that I've wanted for a long time as well. Huge fan of the series, and I was always going to buy this because I buy every game in the series. Another Namco game. I'm developing a kind of a love for Namco by the look of it. Ridge Racer 7. Wow, graphically very, very good. I know that it's kind of like more modern games will have caught up and surpassed it, but for the price, I think I paid, it's £4 odd. Yeah, it's a nice package. PlayStation Network catalogue in there as well. I always liked the way the PSP version made the drifting in this series more accessible, and this kind of is testament to that, really, because the drifting on this works really, really well also. And it's got feeling of the PSP games too, which is no bad thing in my book. But great game. If it had trophy support, it'd be even better. But it's an early-ish game, so there you go. What shall I show you next? Right, I've got to thank Xfile for pointing this one out to me. He put a post on Facebook about this game being cheap at Argos. So I actually went out to my local Argos and found it for the same price. It was on sale, but it wasn't a very well advertised sale, to be honest. And another game that I've I've liked the series, and it's Motorstorm Apocalypse. So yeah, I thought the first one was great. Yeah, played that, quite a bit of that. Second one was absolutely brilliant. Also, you know, it took that kind of concept and expanded it even further. Pacific Rift, and Apocalypse is more like an extreme game. I think it owes a lot to the Tony Hawk's series, because there's a proper narrative running through it now, and it's a bit kind of extreme sportified, if that makes any sense. But graphically great. The way that I thought the split second was pretty amazing, with the way the scenery kind of demolishes in that when you're playing through it. But it's got nothing on this. You're talking about major shifts in the structure of the courses when the earthquakes hit and stuff like that. Loads of different vehicles as well. I still think I prefer the second one, because I'm not into all this like fucking dude speak shit, let's be honest. But you know, never mind that, it's a great game, and I think it's better balanced as well, because towards the end of the second one it got just insane, got insanely tough, and yeah, this seems to be quite well balanced. So you know, £13.50, something like that, £14, brand new, great deal. Okay, next two games I'm going to show you. I'm going to make it my mission to pick up all the HD classics that are coming out for the PS3, just because it's a great way to get a lot of games quite cheaply. I've set myself a target of getting them as cheap as possible, so around about the £10 to £12 marks is where I'm going to go for it. So the first one is the Prince of Persia trilogy. 3 games in this trilogy I've always wanted to play through, and to get me one pack for the PS3 with enhanced graphics as well, and I think you get extra little features in some of them as well. That was £9, brand new, play.com. Still on there at the moment for that price, so yeah, if you fancy it, it's a good place to get it. Hell of a lot of game for the price. Yeah, I mean, it's not special about the manual or out like that, but I think these are nice sets. I've got the God of War one already, and I'm going to pick up the Ico one at some point as well. Undecided about which format I'm going to get that on. I might go for the Japanese version, because it's got quite nice packaging on it. Yeah, one of my friends on here, I will leave him nameless, has given me the lowdown on the Japanese version. It sounds very, very good, and thanks, mate, for that. Tomb Raider trilogy, in fact. Underworld. I liked Underworld. I started playing that on the Xbox. It's a cool game. I've not played Legend, and I've not played Anniversary either, and I've heard good things about those two. £10, brand new. So it's a cool set. I'm gonna play through them at some point. But again, a lot of game for the price. A bit no thrills again, but you know, good package. Right. Next game I've been after for a while as well. Picked this up dirt cheap. If you're fans of the film Krull, which I'm not a fan, but I remember from a kid, and I've got, you know, fond feelings of it. Dark Sector. Always wanted to play this one through, so we'll see what that one's like as well. Another game, I picked this up so cheap. Battle Fantasia. Fighting game that's not everyone's cup of tea. Graphically, it looks stunning. It's kind of cel shaded, but it looks kind of quite distressed as well. It looks an awful lot like an RPG, but I've been assured that it is a fighting game. Lovely full colour manual on this one. £5, brand new HMV. It was a sale I had on. They're still selling it for about 11 quid now at the moment. One of those games that I've heard you either love or hate. But again, I love my fighting games, so I'll give that a go soon. I've just put it on quickly, just to check that the disc worked, and it seemed great to me. Right, next two games. A couple of games I've been after for a while. Yakuza 3. So I picked up this copy for £8 from Computer Exchange. I couldn't turn it down at that price. There's no DLC with it, but again, if I really want that, I can get it. I'll buy a version that's got the actual disc in it, and I think there's a soundtrack disc as well. I'll get that eventually. But I've heard good things about this. I've heard even better things about 4. But I started playing 1 and really enjoyed it. So I'm going to plug away at 1 and 2, and then I'm going to get to this eventually. But this was just one I saw it for £8. I just thought I've got to have that. And the last one is it's a game that I've been after for ages on the PS3, and for some reason the PAL copy seems to hold its price really well, and it's quite expensive. Even used copies I've seen in Leeds City Centre game shops are about 30 odd quid. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's a short print run or it's just the demand's there for it. But I picked this up for £17.99 from, I think it was Zavvi, in the Zavvi sale online. And it's No More Heroes. So yeah, this is an enhanced version of the Wii game, and I've got the Wii game. I love the Wii game. I think it's great, but graphically this is pretty stunning. It has to be said. In comparison to the original, I'll say there's a definite huge leap in the quality of the graphics between the Wii version and this version. This version is Move compatible, I believe. Yeah, it's Move compatible, so you're going to get to use all your beam weapon. Well, use your motion for your beam weapons. So it was one I always wanted. Interestingly, the manual's really nice in this actually. It's like a comic book, but it's lovely, kind of like, yeah, it's a lovely full coloured thing. It's very quirky, very kind of keeping in the kind of, I don't know, in the artistic nature of the game, let's say. So I'm going to look forward to playing that through. That's not to say I'm never going to play the Wii version. I started playing that, but I think I've probably got more chance of persevering with this on the PS3. So I'd love to say that's all I've got PS3 wise, but there's still another couple of games to show you. The limited edition video that I showed you the other day, I realised that the limited edition I hadn't shown you on that one as well. So and it's quite biggy, and I can't believe I forgot about it. But I will put that on the next video. What was I going to say? Yes. Going to be some news about shoot 'em ups on the video or two down the line. I've not abandoned shoot 'em ups. I'm just kind of modern gaming quite a lot at the moment. I know that quite a few other people are on here as well who've got YouTube retro channels. It's been interesting catching up and kind of talking about games that we've all been playing. But I will be back. I've still got a Dreamcast feature that I'm working on. For shoot 'em up. retrospective. But that's a big project. That's taking a lot of filming, a lot of photography, and it's going to take a lot of pulling together. So that's not going to be any time soon. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you very much. Goodbye.